This week we're going to take it to the next step, and we're going to talk about what it means to experience God, to know God, to really know that God is real. And there's a lot of ways to know God is real, and all three of those personality types that we saw in that clip experience God in different ways. And none of us are a pure one of these personalities, but we are blends of them. But each of us will experience God, come to know God as real in different ways. The analytical type is a person that needs to have proofs. You know, they need to have some kind of proof. And so a person like that will tend to look for, when God's starting to put a pull on them, they'll look on ways, well, how can you prove that there was a Jesus? We'll go read the ancient Jewish historian Josephus, and he talks about Jesus, and he wasn't a Christian. About the time he talked about Pilate, talked about Jesus, talked about his crucifixion, talked about the effect that Jesus had on the multitudes when Jesus lived. So there's an outside source confirming that there was a Jesus Christ living back 2,000 years ago. Other people who are into science will look at mathematics. I mean, mathematicians, a lot of mathematicians become Christians because when you take mathematics to its ultimate end, it shows that there has to be a God, because numbers go infinite. Numbers go infinitely small, numbers go infinitely great, numbers go infinitely between two numbers. Between number 1 and number 2, there's an infinite number of numbers. Between the number 1.5 and 1, there's infinite numbers. Between every fraction, there's infinite numbers. There's infinite everywhere we look. We're just so blind, we don't know we're in the middle of the infinite. We've just been blinded by this world. We've been holding to the wrong success. We need to hold on to God, the source of true success. Other people know God through an experience. God will come and turn their life upside down. I'm more like that. You know, I'm seeking God, and I'm kicking against God, resisting where He's taking me. I've been studying the reality of God, seeking God, knowing God, what's God asking these whole past 2 weeks when I was preparing for this. And God's been breaking into my life in these things. And He's showing me that some of the things that I tolerate in my life aren't right. These things kill you. You got to come with me. It's the only way of life. These things feel good for a season, but they will kill us. Whatever human success is, it ends in death. Whatever God says it is, it ends in life. It's opposite. This seems so real, so good to us, human success, what we value, pleasure, all these things. God's way is life. So how can I be assured that if I seek God, I'll find Him? Well, God, Jesus Christ, who is God in the flesh, fully man, fully God, said this: ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Whoever seeks finds. Our responsibility is seek. God started it anyway because He draws us. We respond in seeking. Our response to God is seek. And then when we seek God, we can be assured that we will find Him in a deeper way. If you don't know God, if God has not become real to you, if you have not submitted your life to Jesus Christ, if Christ has not come and dwelt inside of you yet, you can seek God, and that will happen.